Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Hello, my friends. I'm feeling just a tiny bit under the weather today. I forgot what it feels like to feel under the weather. I don't think I've had a cold since pre-COVID. What's that been? At least 3 years. It's crazy. But I'm hoping it's not really cold. It's just the sniffles and they'll get better. Good morning, Jackie. Good morning, Ellen. Hi, everybody. Hi, Carol Ann. And with that, I couldn't decide what I wanted to paint. Most people's suggestions were holiday things, and I don't know that I feel like painting holidays because I don't know why. I don't feel like it. So I feel like painting something that reminds me more of Thanksgiving. Yeah, the day before Thanksgiving. So I have all my kids coming for Thanksgiving tomorrow. So lots to get ready. Very excited. So I'll show you what I'm going to paint. It was Emily's suggestion. We did flowers at her house. We had a crab fest with my family a couple of weeks ago. And good morning. Let me turn this around. So it's a bouquet of flowers. I thought something was there, but that's her countertop. We did bouquets for a party at her house, and that's a photo that I took, and it feels a little more Thanksgiving-y. We still have plenty of weeks to do Christmas and ornaments, and I don't know, I wasn't feeling like it. I think more because, like, when I paint Martha, you're in St. Thomas, I forgot, that's so fun. I'm sure you're loving it. That's lovely. I think that... I don't even know what I was going to say. I want to keep it really loose and whimsical. And I feel like when I paint like my little ornaments, I made a few more ornament paintings. I'm hoping they dry in time for the holidays. What was I going to say? They're so tight, and I don't feel like painting tight today. I feel like painting loose. I feel like I don't have tight in me. And I do have a few more of my ornament sales have been beyond expected. I only have a few left. Oh, the little olive, isn't that cute? For the bartender in your life. And I have a few more little bird paintings, and I'm going to try and make a few more. Jackie, you got yours? Do you love it? So there's a few more on my website, and my little bottle brush trees. I think I only have 3 sets of them left. You can get them individually, or I'll show them to you because they're so cute. I absolutely love these, and I can't find the little frames. I do have some ordered, but it says they'll ship between... I love their shipping things. I wish I could say that to people. Oh, I think it'll ship between December 9th and January 6th. Oh, okay, whatever. Isn't that crazy? But I only have like 3 more sets of those. I have a few more calendars, but I feel like I don't have anything much for... Oh, I was working on these too. I have a set of 4 of these that I might list if I can get the photos done for them. But they were just fun. I got these frames and I wanted to put something in them. So I have a set of 6 of these, and they're little original oil paintings, and it's like deep, so they're not against the glass, and it's actually plastic. So that was hard to clean. I still have a few more of those put together. So I'll have a few new things in my holiday shop as we get closer to the holidays. All right, so let me think here. Let me get back on task. So I need to mix my colors. So I need oranges and reds, greens, and neutrals, really. And I might do... I don't know if I want to do the pink in the background. I'm not sure. I don't know. What do you guys want me to do? Something crazy. Sorry about that. Little faux pas. That was crazy. And there I go again. I don't love this new thing that holds my phone. It doesn't quite hold on to it the way I'd like it to. Plus this thing always shows. I did get a new one of those little canvas lights, but I don't know. There's just nothing that quite works for me. I'll find the right answer at some point. Okay, so let me start mixing some colors. You might have to do more talking than me today. I want to put a bit of liquid out. I've been using more of this liquid instead of my Zest It, just because I need my paintings to dry. In case people buy them before the holidays, I'd like to be able to ship them before that. Okay. Good morning, Emily. I'm painting some of the flowers that we arranged for the party at your house. All right, let me pull some of that to the side. I want to make that dark. Oh, this is completely dry. I need to put a little bit more. I'll use this French burnt umber. Maybe I'll do that in the background. I could. I think that might be an opaque color, though. I have to look on the container here and just see if it's opaque. Doesn't. Oh, it's semi-transparent. That's what that. Can you see that? So that means it's semi-transparent. If it's transparent, it's all white box. So I don't want to do that as my background. Put a little bit of violet in there too, just because violet's the complement of yellow, and that's a big part of the color that we have on here, so that helps the colors to pop if you use the complementary color. Is everyone ready for Thanksgiving? I went to market yesterday and I bought stuff for Thanksgiving, and my gosh, turkeys are expensive. Holy cow. I had no idea. I think the prices might have increased. What do I know? I don't ever pay much attention to how much things cost, but I thought the turkey was really expensive. So that's that a little more red. That's pretty for my reds. And then I have to go toward yellow. I got stuff on my finger here to clean it off. Let me go a little bit toward the yellow. So where's everyone listening from, watching from today? I'm in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Let me see, here's cadmium lemon. Put that right here. Whoops, sorry I keep bumping you. All right, and I want to desaturate some of my kind of yellow. I'm going to take like this orange and this yellow and put just a touch of purple and maybe a little bit of this brownish color that I have here to like make a shadow color that's very desaturated. Maybe lighten it a little bit more. Oh, that's nice. Michigan, Atlanta. That's all I see so far. Okay, now I need greens. I need some pale, soft pinks and some neutrals too. So I'll mix a few greens. I did put sap green out here. My darkest, and then lighten that a little. I'll put a little orange in it and see what we get. You can see what I'm doing, right? Oh yeah, that's really nice. Nice neutral. A lot of the colors in here are very neutral. So I could do like pink background. I think I did that last week though, that permanent rose as my full one background color. Or there's Allie in Queens, New York. I need a pale pink, and then I'll do some neutrals. It's pinkish purple. Let me put a purple in there. Violet. That's not quite what I wanted. But it is nice and neutral, so I can use some of that. Why not? Right? Hi from the Netherlands, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Irma says, good morning. Did you catch a cold? Well, I'm trying to deny it right now, Irma. We're not calling it a cold, just the sniffles, and I'm hoping by the end of the day I'll feel better. I said I haven't had a cold since before COVID. Isn't that crazy? So there's some bright blues like in the vase, and in the background it was light shining in the window. I want to put just a little bit of this fun color, this jade green that I love from Vasari. I don't know. It's kind of a greenish, bluish, bright color. I might do that. You know, I'm second guessing myself. I'm going to put out this phthalo blue extra pale. I think that's what I have to mix in to get the lighter blue color. I think if I put that greenish color in, which we could still use anyway, I could be a little reckless crazy with this painting because I've been really trying to loosen up a lot. So that's nice with those. Now I need some neutral. This is a new Vasari color that I have, this French raw sienna light. So pretty. And then I guess I do need some neutral tans, kind of. And that's great. This is it's a nice set of colors, isn't it? They all look really pretty together. I don't know. I think that's good. Let's start with that. So what do you think I should do as my background? Should I do it true to the colors that are in the image? I could do... I've been trying to really loosen up. Yeah, it's a lot. That's the one thing I thought this morning. I thought it's a lot of colors to mix up when I feel tired. I think I'm going to kind of go true. Oh, which Vasari color? The neutral one? Is that what you're asking me? What are the neutral colors off camera? It was... Oh, were they off camera? No way to have them here in front of me. I keep all like my mixing colors right here. I think it was these colors. So this is French Raw Sienna Genuine Ship Rock, which is a really nice neutral color. And then this is Brilliant Yellow Extra Pale. I think that's what you saw me mixing. Pinkish tan. I would say it's probably this one was the pinkish tan. It says, Happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy your time. Hi, Susie. Do a blue background. Okay. All right, let's do a blue. So much color and flowers. Yes, especially when you do a set of different flowers. No, wait, I need to sneeze. Sorry. Maybe not. I do have a cough drop here I can take, but I don't want to take it until I finish my coffee. It's like those thieves. It's like a... what is it? It's Thieves is like a... I can't even think what it's called. Like oil, essential oils, and it has like such a strong taste that I don't want to have that before I finish my coffee. I won't like my coffee. Back to cow coffee. Shouldn't Izzy be reading your message? Oh, Jackie, that's such a good idea. You know where she is. She's still in bed. I am going to enlist her to help me a little bit today. I have more things to ship, and I need to deliver some things. So hopefully get her up and moving to help me. I always have a million things I want her to do when she gets home, and then I end up forgetting to have her do them. She'll be home for Christmas soon. Yeah, so we went to Philadelphia this past weekend, and Isabel and my son and his fiance, my husband, and Danica's brother and Danica's dad all ran the Philly marathon, either the half or the full. It was fun to all be together. Really fun weekend. We'll see how this blue background works. Let me get my pigment sticks here. There were some laying here, some twigs or whatever. I'm not going to add them in. I don't think they add anything, and I think it's going to confuse me or the viewer, actually. Ellie says that's so wonderful. Congrats to them. Yes, it was fun. It was all fun. We went out and celebrated as he turned 21. So I have all adult children now. It was a fun weekend. Of course, that probably didn't help me if I was starting to get a cold to not rest much the whole weekend. I always think that weekends come and it's time for rest, but really it's time to go at full throttle, and then when the weekend's over, it's hard to catch back up again. My this pigment stick's like super soft. It's been a little challenging for me to use, but I do like when a little bit of it shows up. And then I have my blue. All right, that's a fun start, right? It's a little reckless crazy. That's what I want. Been really trying to loosen up once the holidays are over and I'm finished with all of that. My goal is to really spend some time working on some large paintings and loosening up and being a little reckless crazy. Sounds so fun, doesn't it? We'll see if I do it, right? Thinking about it and making it happen are often two different things, but that is my goal. I've been working a lot of commissions too, but I'm close to finished. I have to be because, shipping's going to be probably even more challenging this year than, this is down here. I'm going to try and keep my brush strokes very loose. I need a sip of my coffee. About where my darkest darks are. Okay. No getting precious. So what's new with everyone? Anything new and fun going on? Are you doing anything special for Thanksgiving? Is anyone traveling? I'm happy to be home having Thanksgiving here at home. Of course, I was in Philadelphia all last weekend, so I'm really ready to rest. And I have a few large commissions that I have to have done before Christmas, so I need to be home working on them. I want this dark under here. Good morning, Sharon. Irma's having 12. Yeah, I think we're only having 9, maybe. Depends if my mother-in-law brings her friend along or not. But I like that it's not going to be too... I wouldn't have enough energy to have a big party tomorrow. I'm too tired. But at least we grocery shopped last night in the pouring rain. That was a little crazy. How are you, Sharon? $24 and cutting cloth napkins just now. Oh, that's fun, Jackie. Do you sew the edges or just leave them raw edged when you cut them? I love your little table or your little placemats. Are they like those? We do a little barn party at a neighbor's barn one Friday, and they put up a big wreath on the barn, and then we, eat and do a craft. So I've got to work on getting that all together also. You're fraying the edges. Oh, that's fun, Jackie. You'll have to send me a picture when you're done. I would love to see them. I was just watching a video of someone that I follow on Instagram making bows for the Christmas tree. Of course, I want to go buy bows now. Of course I do. Make my own Christmas tree bows. But I don't know if that's going to happen either. It's that neutral purple that I mixed up kind of for these pale pinks, but I'm putting it up in here a little bit. Really keep it loose. I'm saying that to myself. And there's a clump of that gold paint that I had to pull off. You see that? Whoops, it's a big clump of it. That happens sometimes. I could put it on my palette and mix it into something if I wanted to, but I don't really want to today because I'd have to pull the camera down. But sometimes I'll do that. If I pull a clump of something off and I think I'd still like to use it in my painting, I'll put it on my palette and mix it in. Little bits of the greens. What material do you use to paint? It's oil paint. Is that what you're asking me? It's just oil paint. Just oil paint. It's just the most delicious thing to paint with ever. Should I do that? Yeah, I guess I can. I do like the blue so far. I'm going to put a little suggestion of, that's all above, oh, I'm losing it a little bit. That's all above that flower. And then there are little bits of it here and there. I'll put that in later. 8:22, we're good on time. Kind of marking where the vase is so I don't get precious about that. I kind of go back and forth between being careful and trying not to be careful. Why that's so hard for me. Well, I do, because I've always been more of a tighter painter, and I'm trying not to be. So it's always a little bit of a dance of telling myself, all right, loosen up. Don't be precious. Don't overthink it. Just put down your brush strokes. Keep it loose. It looks pretty just the way it is, doesn't it? I love how it looks right, and so do I, Carol Ann. And then the other problem is when you get to a point like that, and then you get precious because you don't want to mess it up, but that's crazy. Mess away. Take risks. Be reckless crazy. Those are things I say to myself all the time, because I'm not naturally reckless crazy. But I aspire to be. Now this should be down lower. That's what my problem was. This needs to be down here. Let me pull this. That's good. That was that off the edge a little bit. There we go. A synthetic brush. I think it is synthetic. It's a Trekell Spectrum Bright 3000B Bright. It's one of my favorites. I don't think I like the ones that aren't synthetic because they're so stiff. I try to like them, and I have a few, but I think this one is synthetic. And I do want to let some of that blue show through when I'm finished with my painting, too. I don't want to... This is a bright red in here. I could work on that a little bit. So if you're in my inspiring art group today, I'm going to paint a bottle brush tree. It's the class lesson. So that'll be fun. Oh, did I miss anything? Nope. Am I all caught up? Let me know if I missed any questions. Keeping it loose. I like there's a little shadow there. I don't know if I'm going to hold on to that or not. Could do a little bit. Some green up in here. This is kind of dark. With a little bit of that, like there's a little bit of baby's breath in there. Emily loves baby's breath. I feel like a lot of the things that were very popular in the 80s are back in style again. Have you noticed that? I'm going to keep that loose and suggestive. This is a little lighter right in here. I might let my edge get lost right there. I love a little bit of lost edge when one thing ends and the other begins and you don't see it. It's a little mysterious. Yeah, I like how simple that is. I have to think about letting that blue background show through because that gives it a lot of personality. I think that looks pretty cool already. Make sure I have my paint to the edges here. Sip of my coffee. It's getting there. I'm going to save my lightest lights till the end. Very challenging to do because you know I want to go in there and see how they look. This is a nice little... I like the wispiness of that. I can always add that in at the end also. Let me see. Mary says, late to the game, what color's the background? I used manganese blue hue as my background color. Someone suggested a blue background, so I did it, and I really like how it looks. I'm trying extra hard to be very spontaneous and loose today. All right, so I can go this a little bit more. And what's everyone else doing for holidays? Is anyone traveling? I'm happy not to travel. See, that needs to go down. I see that this looks like this needs to come down here a little bit. Oh, that looks neat. And just that suggestion with a little bit of yellow in there might be all that I really need. Madeline says, I'm going to New York City, staying in Times Square to see the parade. The kids have, oh, that's so fun. Oh my gosh, get your seat, go get where you're going really, really early. It gets so busy there. That will be such a cool thing for them to experience. I've done that twice. I went once with, when, I think before I had kids that long ago, which was 100 years ago, because Mike's aunt lived in New York, and we went to see the parade. And, you know, it's hard to even get close to see unless you have a seat somewhere. But, and then I went another time with his cousins, and we went into the city, and we went to see them blowing up all the blow-ups for the parade. And we couldn't even get close to seeing it. Then we ended up going to a restaurant called the Odeon for dinner, and it was really good. So it was still a really fun memory, even though we didn't get close to seeing some of the things that we wanted to see. We used to always go to his cousins in New York for Thanksgiving. To do that again sometime. I like that blue showing through in there. I think I'm not even going to fuss with that. You think I'm ready for my yellow? Maybe not quite yet. What other mid-tones am I missing? So there's some... I'm putting in some of the kind of petals that are in shadow. Not being precious. Red in there. All right. That orange flower makes such a statement. And it's so simple, right? I didn't get precious with it. Now I've just got to keep this going in the same direction of no preciousness. The blue in the background was such a good choice. It was. Isn't that funny? Just to, like, I didn't even decide that, but to take that as a goal and run with it and then see what happens is a really good learning thing to do. Always learning. I always say I'll never be finished learning this. And it's also partly the intuition of deciding to paint this because I just wasn't feeling the ornaments. But it's also because it's really not time for Christmas yet. I feel like I've been working on Christmas nonstop for so long now. It really hasn't been that long. People who make Christmas things and sell them will work on Christmas in July. I mean, I didn't do anything like that. All right, let me keep going with my lightest lights here a little bit. It's come together nicely. I feel like this brush feels a little big, but that's all right. I'm going to try and do the entire painting with it because that forces you to paint more loosely when you use a big brush. You can't get in there and get all precious with everything. Technique allows for freedom and playful expression. Yes, I would say that's what I'm aiming for. Always. I mean, it's not that I don't like tighter, more realistic paintings. I do enjoy them. I'm just trying to change my style from painting that way. Because I want it to be joyful and not I want to do in here. I want this blue. This is like, there's like baby's breath in there. I can add that in here in a minute. I don't want to do too much. Oops, it's a little thick. And I love the thick paint, but when I paint with that, it takes so long to dry. It's a crazy deterrent. Oh, I need lights in here. Just those little suggestions. We feel like, is that too? Do I need to quiet this a little, maybe? Maybe a little. Oh. So painting loosely seems so easy when I watch you and pick up a brush. Out the window goes the looseness, but I'm trying. Yes, I feel the same way. It does fly out the window. It's hard to hold on to it. But practice, practice, practice. And then it's the thing too, you can't lose your confidence because sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And you just keep trying. I say I go 2 steps forward, 1 step back, over and over and over again. But then eventually you are ahead, right? What am I thinking? This dark looks good, but I don't have enough of a differentiation in value between this inside and that next shade out there. So I'm going to go in and work on that a little bit. It's like you almost can't see where one thing ends and the other begins. So I want to add a little value differentiation in there, not without getting precious. And then I still have a latest light. Try putting that in, see how it looks, and then look around for, like, is that too much? Need a little more green in here, I think so. Now those 3 got too equally spaced there, so that looks wonky. So I have to something there. What do we think? Let me put some of my lighter yellows in and see what I think about where we're at. I wish that was a little brighter. I am going to it's close. I feel like if I do too much more to it, it's going to get it's going to lose its looseness. It's a hard thing to know when to stop. As I keep working on it. Carol Ann says good. She likes it as it is. All right, let me just do a couple more little bits. Yeah, because I don't want to lose that. Yeah, I don't know. I would say the one thing that I see that's bothering me about it is I have 3 kind of equally spaced things right there, and there's really 4 over here. So I have to do something in there because it's drawing my eye there unnecessarily. And I don't think I want one lower there. So maybe I will combine. There's really one in there. I think that did it. That kept that equally spaced 3 things. Sometimes, that power of 3 in a row or whatever is a good thing. But then sometimes when it's so obvious, I didn't do it on purpose, but when it's so obvious like that, it's distracting. All right, a little bit, just a teeniest little bit of baby's breath, and then I think we're going to call it a day. I just need a little bit of that happening. That breaks up some of those kind of heavier, darker areas too, which is nice. I have a highlight in here. I don't know if it's necessary, but I'll put it in. And a highlight right along this, where the water meets. That's nice. All right, does it look balanced? Do I need to do anything else? And just a little. Break that shape up ever so slightly. I like that dark. There's a little yellow up in here. I do want to add just a smidge of yellow, and then I'm going to stop fussing with it because it's so hard to do that. The little bits of baby's breath. Yeah, doesn't that look fun? A little yellow, and then calling it a day. Oh, I think I need to stop. I'm going to start messing it up because now I'm making changes to it, but it's not improving it. It's just changing it. I always say that's when you should stop. So I'll sign it. I'll show it to you up close. So there's my reference image, and then there's my painting. So I kept, see how loose that is? Super loose. Just what I wanted. And then there's my palette that I mixed up. And I don't think I made any extra colors. Broke up the dark. Yeah, it needed to break up. That baby's breath was kind of necessary in there to break up all the darks. Oops. So thanks for coming, everybody. I hope you have an amazing Thanksgiving. And I'm sure I'll be back again next week. So have fun, enjoy your families, and we'll see you again soon. I'll put this up on YouTube if anybody wants to watch it and paint along. And yeah, thanks for coming. Goodbye. Thank you.